Why do some hearts overflow with blessings while others, despite devotion, remain empty? Let me tell you a story. Soft as twilight, sharp as truth. In a quiet village, nestled between rolling hills and whispering pines, there lived an old man named Elias. His back was bent from years of labor, and his eyes held the calm of someone who had spent a lifetime in prayer. Every morning, before the sun kissed the rooftops, Elias would walk to the little stone church at the edge of town. He would kneel, whispering sacred words into the silence, his breath rising like incense. 5 times a day, without fail, he prayed. Not once did he make a decision whether to buy a goat or mend a roof without first seeking divine guidance. His life was a tapestry of rituals, woven with reverence and discipline. And a say ahead, his devotion deepened. He prayed through the night, his voice a gentle hum beneath the stars. But Elias was poor. His clothes were patched, his meals simple, and his home a modest hut with creaking floors and a leaky roof. His business partner, on the other hand, was a man named Dorian. Dorian never stepped foot in a church. He drank wine like water, gambled with laughter, and kept company with women whose names he barely remembered. His house was grand, his pockets full, and his days carefree. On Elias's 80th birthday, he sat alone beneath the old olive tree behind the church. The wind rustled the leaves like pages turning in a sacred book, and he prayed, "O Lord, my God, since I was a boy, not a single day have I passed without honoring you. I've prayed at every appointed hour, sought your name before every choice, and filled my nights with your praises. And now, in my old age, I pray even more unceasingly, faithfully. Yet, here I am, with nothing but my worn sandals and aching bones. But look at Dorian, he lives like a king, untouched by reverence. I do not ask for his punishment, for that would be unkind. But please, Lord, tell me, why does he prosper while I remain in want?" The wind paused, the olive branches stilled, and in the hush, a voice gentle, amused, and clear spoke. "Because, Elias, you are such a monumental bore." Elias blinked. The words hung in the air like incense smoke, curling into his thoughts. He hesitated, then whispered, "A bore, Lord, but I've worshipped you with every breath. I have followed every rule, spoken every prayer, lived every day in your name. How could that bore you?" The voice replied, not with anger, but with a kind of tender weariness. "Yes, Elias, you have prayed often, but rarely have you truly spoken to me. Your words are many, but your heart is quiet. You recite, but you do not reflect. You ask, but you do not listen. You seek reward, not relationship. You have turned devotion into performance, and silence into a void to be filled, rather than a space to be honored." The old man sat still, the truth settling into him like evening dew. Your partner, though flawed, lives with passion. He laughs, he weeps, he stumbles, but he is alive. You, Elias, have wrapped yourself so tightly in ritual that you have forgotten wonder. You speak to me, but you do not see me, in the laughter of children, in the rustle of leaves, in the ache of your own longing. The lesson: prayer is not a transaction, it is a conversation. Not a duty, but a doorway. Not a shield from suffering, but a mirror to the soul. So ask yourself, do I pray to Kanator to be seen as devout? Do I leave space for silence, or do I fear what it might reveal? Have I mistaken repetition for reverence? Let your prayers breathe. Let your silence speak. And let your heart, not just your lips, be the place where the divine is welcomed.